This is the final question of the second passage of the Reading Comprehension Section 1 of LSAT PrepTest 157 over at lawhub.lsac.org. And as we scroll back up, just to reframe ourselves at the top of the passage, we've got our highlight tool ready, and we're going to read the question stem, which states, the passage most strongly suggests that prescriptivists hold which one of the following views of descriptivists. So this, again, is very much a main idea topic of the whole passage. Hopefully at this point, the final question of the passage, we don't need to reread these pink highlights, but you can absolutely go and revisit our upfront read video to understand what those main idea highlights are and how we got to them. In this video, however, we'll focus on just understanding that we've got that overall summary from the author that prescriptivists generally prefer two descriptivists from this author, and the prescriptivists are saying that the descriptivists, basically their objections to prescriptivism, if we scroll back down here in the middle of the passage, they aren't valid for various reasons, meaning that there is attempts to regulate language that have succeeded, and we want standard language usage to encourage the free exchange of ideas. So I'll probably just frame up that final paragraph, actually, knowing that that's where the prescriptivist position on descriptivists is primarily located, but I'm going to avoid rereading as much as possible. So, choice A, descriptivists are motivated more by animosity. Whoa, animosity. As soon as I see a word that stops me in my tracks like this, I go, no, that's not it. They don't have animus. They're not like hating the prescriptivist adherence. That just makes no sense. Incredibly extreme. We can eliminate A immediately. Next, choice B. Descriptivists adhere to the scientific method less rigorously than prescriptivists do. Maybe, despite their claims to the contrary. Don't really see any claims to the contrary, but I would be honest and say maybe we don't see that B is 100% wrong just yet. We'll leave it open. Then choice C, descriptivists fail to recognize the ways in which their own approach may undermine egalitarian ideas. Well, ding, 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 that matches this egalitarian objection almost directly. And once again, hopefully you can see how it's not an accident that our main idea highlights end up affecting and being relevant to more specific detail-oriented questions. So C matches almost exactly this final highlighted sentence that we had. And then moving on to choice D, descriptivists are generally unaware of the etymologies of words that carry different meanings today than they originally did. Well, we can't say that they don't know the definitions of how these words came about, but we do recognize that they don't care. But saying they're generally unaware is extreme and not supported by the information in our main idea sentences. So we'll eliminate that for that reason. And then choice E, descriptivists fail to acknowledge that their empirical observations generally support prescriptivist views. Well, generally support prescriptivist views isn't true. And in fact, it says many attempts to regulate language have failed in this pink highlight. But there are some exceptions. And then when you're down to two, you do still want to find a reason to eliminate. And as we were working through choice B moments ago, you heard me probably go, despite their claims to the contrary, it doesn't say anywhere in here that the descriptivists are claiming that they're very scientifically methodical. So we can eliminate choice B for that reason. And of course, the correct answer is indeed C as we finish out the work of this passage.